massive congratulations to 16-year-old Luke the Nuke Littler,
Wow. Yeah.
who last night made it through to the World Darts Final. Yes, Luke. Yes. Well done. Now, Luke is the youngest ever finalist, and we just love this clip of him practising at just 18 months old. Go, Luke.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, look at him. Look at him in his nappy. Look. I think they're...
He got a bullseye then.
I know. I think they're those magnetic darts.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to give, like, an 18-month-old a real dart, are you? Well, I wouldn't give my kids a real dart, that's for sure. But it did get us thinking about whether it's better to have success when you were younger or when you're older, Olivia. What do you think?
Well, I'll let you know when I find out. I'll come back to you. Well, in terms of sport, we were a sporty family. I mean, no one would believe this now, but I was a county runner when I was young, and my brother was a competitive swimmer, went to national level, and the training involved in those kind of sports at that age, I mean, the ones that make it to Olympic level, I mean, you're training, like, 6 days a week, you know, hours and hours, quite isolating. So I think from a sports point of view, I think it can be really tough when you find your success that young, which often with sport you do. Because I think, you know, you get to maybe your early 20s and you burn out, which does happen to young people that are overtrained. You then like, what am I doing now, you know? And I know when I lost my way with sport, and I was overtrained with the club that I was in, it's notorious, you know, running as a career and as a sport, you know, this for young people, unfortunately, can burn out. I did burn out. And I spent a lot of my late teens and my 20s very lost. I did not know what I was going to do with my life. And people used to always say to me, well, what are you good at? What do you like? What do you like? And I used to think, nothing. Like, it was such a scary thing. And it felt like everyone else had something they liked. You know, I did different jobs, I did a bit of modelling, worked at the bar, did that. There was nothing that I was, like, drawn to. So then when I did Love Island, and I'm just kind of, you know, being myself and whatever in there. And then after that...
Look at that. Oh.
Who is that? You know, kind of carving this career in TV, which just happened really organically and, you know, sinking into something which I hope I'm all right at. It's a really nice feeling.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice, yeah. But I'd say a little bit older for me, but I think that's what I'd say to young people, if anyone's at home watching this, that, you know, just because you haven't found your thing doesn't mean that you won't find it. It just sometimes takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of pressure, it seems, now. Whether it's to do with kids getting into sport or dance or whatever, there's a lot of pressure on kids where they come up from the age of 13 and go, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You know, what are your ambitions? It's kind of like they're 13, they haven't got any.
No.
The good thing about Luke, I guess, is that he's in a sport that he can go on for many, many, many years, as long as he wants to, as long as he's good enough. And that's good. But it is difficult for kids, especially with the money and stuff involved. Why are you all looking at me? I hate when you all look at me.
Because you're anchoring.
I know, but just join in with me, because I've run out of things to say. I got to a point there where I thought, I'm boring myself here. Like...
No, but I sort of fell into my career. I fell into
I don't like it. Go on,
I'm going to talk now.
Go on, all right.
I fell into my career by accident. So I went to
That doesn't shock me for you.
I went to just a normal primary school, and this lady called Anna Sher started taking acting classes in our lunch break and afterwards, and there was good-looking boys in the classes, so that's why originally I went to the classes and that. And then people from BBC and that started coming down. It was like a children's theatre, and it was 10p a lesson, and then people from the BBC started coming down. 10p a lesson. Yeah, it was never a money-making
Doesn't she look well for 120? You're looking marvellous. Go on, Liv.
So I fell into it by accident, and then my mum never thought it was a career. She just thought it was something I was going to enjoy for a little while. And here we are 55 years later, and I'm still working. But I actually love my job. And I'm never, ever retiring either. I can't think of anything worse than sitting at home.
No.
Like, but no, I love my job. I'm very lucky that I'm still working.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
not
I'm the
much
same.
longer if I carry on swearing.
Well, actually, you could give Luke a run for his money, couldn't you? Because you've done well on this show with the darts.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and we've got a little clip.
Oh, have you? Let's
Here we go. Go on, Nana.
And the second dart, please.
You know what? That was the biggest biggest fluke of my life because I couldn't see. I didn't have my glasses on, so I just threw the 3 darts. I think I got a treble 20, a 50. The audience were going mad, and I thought I didn't know why.
So funny. Brenda, it was the opposite for you. It came to you quite late, didn't it, really?
Well, it came to me quite late, even though that's what I knew I wanted to do, because I always say it would be nice in my day, oh gosh, like
Victorian
I'm old,
times.
to have had a camera to be able to record all the things. Because I used to sing in my school assemblies. I used to do dances in my school assemblies and teach other schoolmates these whole things and put on a whole production. But if I say that to people, apart from if you went to school with me back then, you wouldn't probably believe that I'm following the path now that I wanted to follow in the first place. The only reason I couldn't was because my nan was very much, you're not going to make any money in singing. You're not. There's no. That's not a life for you. Go and do an office job. Which I have to say, I was successful in that as well. So I think I don't do any jobs unless I want to do them. And if I'm going to apply myself, then I apply myself so that I am successful in whatever I do, whatever the field is. But I'm glad that I've come full circle and I'm performing in the West End and doing...
Well, yeah, I mean, I started obviously really, really young, you know, started singing at 2 and then professionally at 9 and then joined my sisters at 15 and blah, blah, blah. And then I went through a period of, when I was married, the first time around, I stayed at home, housewife, mum, hardest job ever. And then that marriage failed and I thought, oh, my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to do now because all I'd ever done before was sing and perform. And I have to say that it was this show, may I just say, that I think probably saved my life in a way and gave me a whole new life to live. So thank you to Loose Women.